Hi everybody, Short Box Full, Mark here. How you all doing out there? Everyone okay? Yeah? Oh good, glad to hear it. Yes, I'm so glad everyone's alright out there. Oh yeah, no, oh what a week. No, that makes me sound like Larry Grayson. No, don't do that. If you don't know who Larry Grayson is, ask your great grandparents, kids. Or Google it. Yeah, you have to excuse my voice and my general appearance. It's probably looking a bit more dishevelled than it usually does, which is quite isn't that difficult actually. But you know, I've had this really bad. I don't know, it's like a horrible cold and cough. I've been off work for a couple of days with it. It's not even so much the cold and the cough; it's the cough. I can feel it coming on now. Actually, hang on a second. Excuse me. Um, yeah, it, I've been I've been hacking and coughing so much at night. I've just been keeping myself awake. So when I wake up in the morning, normally when I normally go to work, it'd be like, oh, I can't go to work like this. I'm shattered. Of course, then you'd sleep during the day because you missed sleep at night, and then you end up getting up, and then when you end up having to go to bed, you end up still hacking and coughing because it's a vicious, horrendous circle that this is happening. But anyway, plus side of it, I can do my impersonation of Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles original cartoon. Those damn dirty turtles! So, see? Once again. Now, excuse me, yeah, you're probably wondering why I'm doing this video. Um, Something that I ask myself continuously every time I do one of these, but that's by the by. I picked up. Oh, I nearly went to Shredder mode again then. I picked up. Last time I went to Southampton, I picked up a fair few comics. I mean, I do that in any case when I go to Southampton, but this time I went all out. Totally, wow. You know, lots. Um, and there's a couple of complete series that I managed to pick up as well, which was absolutely phenomenal as far as I was concerned. There's two complete series I managed to pick up. In fact, I managed to get. I went to the Oxfam in Southampton, and I managed to pick up two complete series. Yes, two complete series. I managed to pick up an issue that completed a mini series for me, and I also managed to pick up a comic that, as far as I know, gives me a complete set of a character that I absolutely love reading about. And that means I've got now. I think now I have every single issue that he has appeared in. Yeah, in sort of like normal comic book, continuity sort of thing. So yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, I've got to double check that, but as far as I know, I've got every single issue now that's got the Hitman in. The Garth Ennis and yeah, that one. Yes, yes. Yeah. Hopefully, with any luck, hopefully I'll check that. But you know. But anyway, uh, one of the complete series that I managed to pick up. Now, I've never had a complete series of this. There's been occasions where I've come close to having a complete series to this, and then I sold the comics, and then I kicked myself vigorously because I got rid of them. Excuse me. So all the comics that I managed to pick up of this series over the course of me collecting comics, I've absolutely loved reading. Really have. I mean, it's what comics, as far as I'm concerned, it's what comics should be. Or what some comics should be anyway. What most comics should be, really. It's just fun. It's bright, entertaining, fun. It doesn't make sense because it's a comic book, and it doesn't have to make sense because it's a comic book. Now, I don't know if I've got the very first appearance of these characters in comics because they originally came in a 16-page insert that was in the New Teen Titans number 16 from 1982. And I will finish this video before it blooming well kills me. And their ongoing series only went on for 20 issues, which is a massive shame, really. But you know, I can understand why. It probably doesn't appeal to every single person who read comics. See, I'm getting there. I'm getting at least it's like a paraphrase. I'm getting a paragraph out between every cough, so it's not too bad. I really need to learn how to edit stuff out. So I went into the Oxfam in Southampton, and I saw these. I was like, I'm getting them. I'm getting as many of them as I can. And it turned out I actually got a complete set of them, all 20 issues. You're probably wondering if the clues like New Teen Titans number 16 and 20 issues didn't give you a clue of what it is, which it probably doesn't. The actual series I'm talking about is Captain Carrot and His Amazing Zoo Crew. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I know, it's not to everyone's taste. It's not everybody's sort of like favourite comic. You know, it's probably not even everyone's like top 100 or maybe even 1,000's like favourite comic. But to me, like I said, it's what comics really should be. That fun, bright, entertainment. Grim and Gritty's okay, but that's for sort of like people like Batman and Punisher and maybe even Daredevil. You can have Grim and Gritty if you want it, but sometimes you just need something a bit bright and breezy and madcap to sort of like get you through, you know, the day-to-day drudgery of all the crap you have to go through and see in the real world. So anyway, here they are, the 20 issues, the complete set of Captain Carrot. I don't know, with that and the other one, I think it was around about nearly 30 quid I spent in Oxfam. So, you know, I'm doing... Oh, sorry, just whacked the laptop. I'm doing my bit for charity, you know, so stop, you know, the chuggers and that can stop bugging me on the streets now. Should I just show you what the comics were that I've managed to pick up? The 20 issues of Captain Carrot and His Amazing Zoo Crew. Now, these aren't all near mint. In fact, I don't even think any of them are actually near mint. You're probably looking at sort of like, at the most, very fine, and at the very least, probably a fine to a good. But I don't care because it's a complete set. Now I've still got some of these issues in my collection. In fact, somewhere in here I've got some covers that are actually supposedly signed by the artist of the comic. I still need to verify that. I don't have a clue whether it's true or not. I've sort of like tried to verify it myself and looked on the internet when I purchased them, and the signature that was on the cover does look similar to the signature that I've seen all over the internet from this person. But we'll see anyway. Right, so first up we have the fantabulous first issue of Captain Carrot and His Amazing Zoo Crew. Go, look at that. See, what you don't, you know, Grim and Gritty. Like I said, Grim and Gritty's got its place, but sometimes you need anthropomorphic, talking, funny animals to read about and read their adventures about. Now, let's have a look. Now you got that there, Captain Carrot. Okay, that there, that's basically sort of like Superman, the version of Superman. There you've got what is it, Rubber Duck. Yep, so you've got Rubber Duck, who's sort of like Plastic Man, elongated man. You've got Fastback there. That's the Flash, obviously. You've got, if you can see her, sis there. You've got Alley Cat Abra, as in Abracadabra, Zatanna. You've got Yankee Poodle, just there, if you can see it. Yankee Poodle there. And that's, I think that's supposed to be sort of like Liberty Bell, or possibly even sort of like their version of Wonder Woman, I'm imagining. And then you've got that one there is Pig Iron, which is one character that I could never quite figure out who you're supposed to be. The only person I can think of that he was supposed to emulate would have been somebody like, well, not emulate might not, isn't the right word, but you know what I mean. Is someone like Robot Man from Doom Patrol. It's the only person I can think of. It's like in the DC universe that he could be sort of like. Um, so there you go. There's the first issue of that. There we go. I mean, not seen on the cover. I don't think that's in the cover. No, not seen on the cover. You've also got Little Cheese, which was their version of the Atom, and then you've got American Eagle, which again was one that I wasn't quite sure who he was supposed to like be a version of. So he wasn't particularly. Yeah, I don't know. When I see a picture of him, I'll have to see if I can find out. So anyway, here we go. For number 2. Awesome, just awesome comics. Number 3 with Frogzilla on the front cover. Absolutely brilliant. Like I said, you need some fun and that in your comic book reading. Number 4. His name is Mud. And of course, you know what he's saying. Mud spelled backwards is dumb. That was the worst Bugs Bunny impersonation I've ever done in my entire life. Number 5. Yeah. And if you can't read out, it says Rabbits of the Lost Ark featuring Oklahoma Bones. So, there you go. That's number 5. We have number 6. Captain Carrot and his amazing zoo crew versus the Bunny from Beyond. The Bunny from Beyond. Which I think is supposed to be imagining a pastiche on Galactus, I'm imagining. I know Galactus is Marvel and it's not DC, but it's a funny book with talking animals. What do you expect? Number 7 with Bowser the Barkbarian. Try saying that when you've got a cough and you can't. Yeah. There you go. Like I said, some of these aren't in particularly good condition, but some of them are alright. Number 8 with the Timekeeper. Yeah. Trying to get the glare off of that. There you go. And we have number 9. There you go. This is the special pretentious art issue of Captain Carrot and his amazing zoo crew. And inside this one, you've actually got the Masters of the Universe mini comic that they chucked in every now and then with these comics here. Excuse me. So there you go. There's on. And here we have. This is one of the ones that wasn't particularly in good condition. Number 10. You can see you've got a rolled spine there and particularly badly rolled comic there, but sorry, it's a complete set, and I think I've got number 10 already. Worst comes to worst, I'll just see if I can pick them up elsewhere in a better condition than that, but quite frankly, these are all readers in any case. I'm going to read them all. Number 11. Number 12. There you go, that's Little Cheese there. There we go. Now, of course, these were actually meant to go on for at least 26 issues. Do you know what? I can never remember the names of these people who did it. Scott Shaw and Al Gordon. Yeah, Scott Shaw and Al Gordon. Or Scott Shaw, really. they actually, I better just check that just in case. Yes, actually, Roy Thomas and Scott Shaw were the creators of it. There you go. Just to give the Jews, just to give people their dues. Yeah. But anyway, this is supposed to have gone on for 6 issues. When they cancelled it, 13 after issue 20, the next 6 issues were already written up, drafted, ready to rock and roll and go to press. So what those ended up turning up to be was the Captain Carrot in the Oz Wonderland Wars, which is a 3-issue miniseries, which basically rounded it up quite nicely. Number 18, number 14, sorry. Oh yeah. Number 15. There you go. Look at that. I can't remember who it was. Was it Tim that said he didn't like Howler Mouse that said he didn't like the floating heads on comics? Yes. I can't remember who it was. If you're watching this and it was you who said you hated the floating heads they used to have on comic books like this, say hello. Number 16. And then they also reappeared in the next time they appeared after the Oz Wonderland War was in when was it? Teen Titans, I think it was. What was it? Teen Titans in 2005. I can't remember what issue it was. And then finally, they brought them out in another 3-issue miniseries, which crossed over with Infinite Crisis, and that was Captain Carrot in the final arc. Yeah. So there we go, number 17. And then of course they had that stupid Carrot or Captain Carrot or whatever you pronounce it that they had in that abysmal Threshold comic that they brought out a few years ago. Hopefully that's died a death. I did read somewhere that they were going to put that character in Telos, the series Telos, but that's why. Number 18. Oh, and of course, as well as that, he was also in Captain Carrot, or at least somebody that looks very much like Captain Carrot was in the Grant Morrison's Multiversity series as well. So yeah, so I've got that as well. Number 19. And finally, the very final issue of Captain Carrot and his amazing zoo crew. Going full circle because they actually meet the Teen Titans. Number 20. There you go. Awesome stuff. Like I said, probably not in everybody's top 10. Probably not in everybody's top 100. Maybe even not in everyone's 1,000. But I'm really glad I got them. I really am glad I got these. For the price I paid for them, I'm happy. Simple as that. Very happy with them. So yeah, there you go. Sorry for all the coughing and hacking and spluttering and all manner of germiness being thrown around the internet and that with this video. Hopefully next time you see me, I'll be in better shape. Well, when I say better shape, I mean sort of like, you know, bug wise, not sort of like actual, because it's going to take a long time for me to get in better shape that way. So there you go. That's it. That's all I wanted to show you. My now complete set of Captain Carrot and his amazing zoo crew. If you like this video, fantastic. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Comment section down below if you want to say hi, or if you want to add anything to anything that I said here. I'm not the be all and end all of all information of comic books ever. I know I'm not. I don't know half as much as some of the people do on YouTube. So if you know anything about Captain Carrot and his amazing zoo crew, or anything, you know, you want to say hi, comment section down below. That's what that's there for. Always great to read your comments, and I always do try and comment back when I get a chance to. If you've not subscribed to my channel, That's always a good thing. You can't miss it. Big red button that says subscribe on it. Bit self-explanatory, I know, but sometimes, doesn't hurt to ask. If you like this video, awesome, thumbs it up. If you didn't like the video, then please feel free to thumbs it down. It's a free country. You can do whatever you want. It's a free world, in fact, it's certain places, so yeah, carry on. But like I say on the end of all these videos, if you do thumbs it down, say why you thumbs it down. Maybe I didn't cough in the right sort of like way for you, or maybe now you have a cold and you're trying to blame me for giving it to you because I coughed all over you in this video. Who knows? But say so in the comment section. In fact, even if you do thumbs up, say in the comment section why you like the video. Repeat, rinse, and shampoo and everything. Hopefully I shall see you later. I'm going to go now before I start literally spreading coughs and sneezes and diseases and that all over the whole world. Patient zero. Oh yeah. That just leaves me to say, love the comics that you read. I'm going to find the big red button here, just going to stop this video. There we go. And yeah, thanks for watching. Ta-ta for now.